In lessons 11 and 12, we will learn how to tell people what to do in Spanish. We will do this with command forms, or imperative. In this case, we tell someone directly what to do, in their presence, or in a note. Sit down, please. Walk, don't run. Buy eggs and milk at the store. In these cases in English, the you is understood. We just use the verb with no subject. In Spanish, commands are more complicated. We have 4 ways of addressing someone with you: tú, vosotros, usted, and ustedes. In these lessons, we will learn how to give a command, both positive, do it, and negative, don't do it, for the tú, usted, and ustedes forms of address. But there is another way to give a command without that person even being in the same room. We can express what we want that person or persons to do indirectly in a sentence. This is very useful because as an indirect command embedded into a sentence, we can address the command to anyone, including ourselves. We just couch it as a want, a recommendation, or a wish. I want my brother to stop bothering me. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend that we brush our teeth 2 to 3 times a day. We hope Aunt Mary gets better. The brother, dental patient, or Aunt Mary doesn't have to be present or even listen to the recommendation. We can still express our desire for them. We do this through what we call subjunctive clauses. Whether a direct command addressed to you or an indirect sentence about someone, the new verb command or subjunctive conjugations are formed in the same way. We are going to go back to the present tense forms we learned earlier. We know all the regular and irregular patterns. Did you notice that regardless of stem changes, spelling changes, and other irregularities, almost all verbs in the present tense end in O in the yo form? The yo form will become the new root for commands and subjunctive. Let's examine a few examples. Compro is the yo form of I buy. Salgo is I go out or leave. Me siento, I sit. Bebo, I drink. To create the formal usted command form of these sample verbs, we first drop off the O ending. We're left with the root. To this root, we add the opposite vowel ending. That is, all AR verbs receive an E ending, and all ER and IR verbs receive an A ending, the opposite of what we are in the habit of doing. So, compre is buy, and cómpreme un regalo means buy me a gift. Salga is go out or leave, and salgan ustedes de aquí ahora means get out of here now. Siento changes to siente, but it's a reflexive verb, so we need to include the pronoun. The reflexive pronoun for usted is se. So, siéntese usted aquí, por favor, means sit here, please. And bebo changes to beba. Beban ustedes su leche is the formal command addressed to more than one person. Su leche because it's the formal version of your. Notice that adding the N to salgan and beban pluralizes the usted form to ustedes. Something more we should notice here. For affirmative formal commands, the pronouns are attached to the end of the verb. That is not optional. You must attach the direct, indirect, and reflexive pronouns to the end of the command. Let's see what happens when formal usted or ustedes commands are expressed in the negative. No me compre un regalo. Don't buy me a gift. No salgan ustedes de aquí. No se sienta aquí. No beban su leche. The forms remain the same, but any pronouns now precede the command instead of being attached to the end. This placement for negative commands is also mandatory.